I never would have thought that I would find home here. I never would have thought I would build such a life here and find love and find happiness and create a whole new life than what I had originally intended, but I couldn't be happier. It's home.
Meet Kacie Rose Burns, a 31-year-old content creator and author from the U.S. She gave up her dream career as a professional dancer in New York City and took a chance on a new life in Florence, Italy. But what challenges has she faced? What does she miss most? And what's her advice to others thinking about moving abroad?
I love New York, but it's beautiful, but it is chaotic and it is really hard. It's a really hard city to live in, especially as a dancer, and there's a lot of beauty in it, but with that, there's also a lot of unknowns and a lot of instability. And I think the hard part with that whole career in general is like, there's so many things that are out of your control. I don't think I see myself going back to live.
Kacie is one of over 5 million Americans that live abroad, with Italy being one of the top destinations. Many move for a better work-life balance and a lower cost of living. At 24, she felt stuck, so she decided to take a break and travel to Italy.
And I've always loved to travel. I had never done a solo trip though before, and I was terrified. But I, for some reason, said, you know what? Let's do it. We'll see. I met my now fiance Dario on my first day in Florence, and we spent my 3 days in Florence together, and just never stopped talking from there. The whole journey of it was he moved to New York, and we had those 3 months of normalcy. And then COVID hit. Well, my industry's completely shut down. I'm in this new realization that I have no idea what I want to do with my life anymore. So maybe we just move to Italy for a 6-month trial period. 6 months passed, and I was like, maybe we just stay. And here we are 4 years later. So.
While it might sound like a fairy tale, moving abroad for love did come with its challenges.
You have to find a community outside of your partner, right? And you have to find a community of people that you can relate to in certain ways. And so I think it's important to also befriend locals and have those people in your corner. You also do need other immigrant expat friends who understand what you're going through. First year that year was the loneliest of my life, and it took me a long time. I think for anybody that is out there that is also going through the same thing, it's gonna take a while, but like they're out there and you just have to be patient, and when they come, it'll be a really awesome thing.
Florence is a popular destination for Americans, but even in a place filled with expats, it can be isolating as an outsider.
Like I remember moving here and being like, well, how do people know that I'm American? And literally somebody was like, you smile all the time. Like you walk into a cafe and you're like, ciao. I'm like, you know? I felt a lot of shame for being American and being different. And so I went through a time period where I was trying to make myself small. And I was so desperate. I wanted so badly to just fit in. When I'm walking around 5'9", blonde curly hair, like no part of me says Italian. No part of me says Italian.
After moving to Italy, Kacie began sharing the cultural differences she experienced daily online.
I don't normally wear a spaghetti strap, but I really like it. I'm sorry. What did you just call them? No, nothing.
Her content quickly gained traction, so much so that she's built a career out of it.
I am a worker, and I am like a hustle, grind the pavement type of person, and I definitely do it less here, for sure. I do it way less, but I think it's a part of me that I'm never gonna get rid of fully. Like I had to find like a good happy medium between like American culture and Italian culture.
Another element of adapting to her new life in Italy was, of course, the food.
They're very simple, very classic, very focusing on like the quality and the taste of the food over quantity of food. I've definitely appreciated it more being here because Italians take their food so seriously and because they find such enjoyment in food and wine. Like alcohol culture is also a really interesting part of Italian culture because they really do view it as like an art form because they don't drink it to initiate the conversation, they drink it to enjoy along with the already existing conversation, if that makes sense.
Kacie feels more and more at home in the Italian culture. But what does she miss most from the US?
Obviously the family and friends, of course, but I think just the sense of comfort. I think the sense of feeling like you belong somewhere. I think the sense of walking into a shop, for example, and knowing exactly what to say and not having to like have a script going in my head beforehand.
And how has living in Italy changed her? What has she learned from Italians?
I think I just learned to like appreciate and enjoy life more. Like, and that sounds so cheesy and cliche, but it's true. It is that like aspect of Italian culture where like they really do know how to enjoy. I've grown to be more patient. It doesn't mean that I'm completely patient, but I've grown to be more patient. To me, Italian culture is just so beautiful. And I think there's so many things that we can learn from Italians and Italian culture and the lifestyle. And I want to help other people experience that.
So what should others know before making the move to Italy?
It's going to be the most frustrating, lonely experience of your life, but it's also going to be the most beautiful. Honestly, I don't think I would do anything differently, and that doesn't mean that I didn't make mistakes, because I made a lot. But it's just to say that I think those failures and those mistakes helped me adapt and learn and understand the culture and the lifestyle better, because it shapes me into the person I am today and like the knowledge that I have now, and I think that's the important part.